Okay, so what is the most dangerous thing about 5G? Is it the cell phone? No, it is the smart meter. You got people singing songs like, stay in the house, it's in your bones. Stay in the house, cause we're taking it home. They're telling you, while you're worried about this, and you're watching Sell the Movie, this is on the back side of your house while you're watching Sell the Movie. So, whenever it comes down to this type of situation unfolding, the predictive programming has got you looking at this. And you're like, man, I'll just throw this thing in the trash, bro. I don't give a fuck. But you don't realize that the reason why I'm telling you guys to get out of your house, get off the grid, is because the electrical grid is a weapon. How should I say this? This thing is going to send out frequencies that cover a wide area, a wide range. And you got the nanos being sprayed above, so they fill up the airspace with these nano geoengineered technological, I call them parasites. I mean, you might as well call them parasites, but they're electrical. So you're breathing them in, and then when this thing goes across the whole thing, across the whole grid, it creates a blanket. And the blanket is also, of these nanos, are also in your head, because you've been breathing them in your mouth and all that, and you haven't done anything about it. Some people are taking turpentine. I think that that's a partial remedy, because you're breathing it in. I mean, this shit's all over you. It's in your hair. Like, you need more than turpentine. You might want to soak your body in turpentine. You might even want to fucking drink some turpentine and soak your body in some turpentine. You probably want to soak your feet in some turpentine. Put it all over yourself. I mean, fuck, for peace sake. I mean, the shit doesn't kill you. It just makes your muscles tense up a little bit. So, once this blanket comes out, you're going to be sitting in your house, and that wave is going to come into the house, and it's going to hit all the electronics and everything that's got Wi-Fi signals or cell phone signals, which is all connected to the same thing, Wi-Fi and all that. It's all comprehensively the same kind of wave of signal, because they're just a bunch of airwaves and signals and shit. So when this comes out, people are going to anticipate, oh man, I can just throw this away. This thing here is just going to fucking come out. And why do I have gloves on? I've got gloves on because my hands are becoming electromagnetic. They glow and shit. I can fucking make trees move and shit. I don't like the residue that comes off the plastic, because I gotta like go and detox and shit. I got a bunch of Mr. Cheekses on there, a bunch of sun idols on it. Imagine that, the contrary of such a paradox of hypocrisy, that I would have a plastic pen in my hand that keeps you from connecting to the sun with sun idols on the very pen itself. What a fucking bunch of nonsense. So yeah, people are really concerned about their phones. They got a lot of propaganda in the media that tells you why cell phones are dangerous, why you should use your cell phone for 3 hours at a time. And the people, they're so gullible that they believe all of this propaganda that's being given to them at face value, because why? It comes on the news, but it's all fake. It's a bunch of bullshit. Listen to Donald Trump, he's telling you that the news is bullshit. It's just propaganda that is getting you to see things within a constraint of understanding that doesn't give you a full spectrum of understanding to allow you to make choices that are A, B, C, D, Z, D, and all that. But they give you one thing to do, which is like an ABC mindset, which is just a low vibration. They box you in the idea by giving you ideas within the propaganda of the very news itself. So it doesn't allow you to expand your horizons on what you think that could be possible. Kind of like this situation. So you see, I've expanded my mind. I've expanded everything about me. You people need to follow me, because I have all the answers to this place. I have full disclosure of everything that's happening in here, and I'm here to help you. The biggest misconception is that people will know this stuff already. People that know about this stuff already. And you say, hey man, I already know about this. I couldn't possibly be talking to you. There's a lot of people that don't know about it still. So that's almost like saying that you still need knowledge within the mindset of someone who needs to still help people. Shows signs of low vibration within the understanding of the information that you're getting. It would just only be made for who it's catered to. Kind of like a sandwich. If you're not hungry, then why would I need to put a sandwich in your face that was meant for somebody else, if that makes sense? Well, yeah. So, sorry, I'm expanding, and it's hard for me to deal sometimes, but I'm still here for you. So what is the biggest threat of 5G? Is it this, or is it this? That's what people have to come to terms with. It is this. This is the biggest culprit. If you're in your house, then you might be radioactive pretty soon, because you're going to be in a magnetic field that is going to be hitting this, bouncing it from pole to pole, to station to like a sound going from speaker to speaker. You see what I mean? And they're all plugged in together. So you got to separate it, because this is the easiest one to get rid of. They show you this as the biggest threat, but this is easy to get rid of. You can throw it in the trash. You don't have to hold on to this. You can just throw it away. And they want you to think that it's the biggest culprit, but it's only predictive programming that you would sit there and say, wait a minute, that's the culprit. The cell phones. Stephen King did the same thing. He got the blood on the stairs with the cell phone right there next to the blood, telling you, watch out for these cell phones. The only thing you can do is, separate what is potential of the whole thing, and pick it apart yourself and decide for yourself and think about it for yourself without someone manipulating the way you think about it. And that includes me too. That includes me. Don't just take my word for it. I might be crazy, because there might not even be anything wrong with any of those smart G meters. They switched out the analog for the electrical digital ones for a reason at one moment in time, not because it's a digital world afoot. It's because it is connected to something that isn't analog anymore. It's like something that's free flowing and like airborne, like dust or electrical current or Wi-Fi signal. So they needed that to go with the airborneness of those signals that is not found within the apparatus of an analog type meter. So the idea is to prepare. A lot of people are concerned about how this is going to affect their kids. The kids are going to school. The kids are getting on a school bus, and they're going to be at school. When this happens and people are running out of buildings, if you watch Walking Dead, it happens during like business hours. So when all your kids are in school, they're going to get hauled off to the FEMA camps to get taken on the trams down on the ground for obvious reasons. And you guys are going to go rabbit running in the streets. And the nanos that are being sprayed, if you look at the protocols and all the geoengineering handbooks and all the diagrams that they put it in plain sight, because that's the best way to hide it, because you won't go read it unless it's flashing in your face. These things here only affect large adults. They don't affect little kids. Why? Because they want the kids to be without it. Why? Because the kids are the future. The kids are going to be the Ready Player Ones, and they're going to be the Harry Potters for the 5th generation of witches who hunt unicorns and drink the blood like Harry Potter and Hagrid and all those motherfuckers. Yeah, they were hunting unicorns on Harry Potter. That's you. No, you don't get it. That's you, bro. They're hunting you. They are cannibals. Look at the Bible. Eat the body, drink the blood, eat of the flesh. All this shit. Don't listen to the news. It's nothing but a boxing onto your brain, onto your mind, onto your soul, onto your very fiber of concernment, to decide for yourself which is the most important, which is the most dangerous, which is the most that you should disregard. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you any lies, but just in case, follow up, because that's exactly how you got in this position in the first place. It's just listening to shit at face value. You don't want to do that. You want to take it upon yourself to ask the questions and to try to figure out what's going on. Stay focused, stay awake.